Who is Princess Michael of Kent? Let's meet the 6 feet Austrian baroness known for her airs and graces, as well as her lifelong pursuit of publicity, which led Queen Elizabeth to jokingly comment, "She's a bit too grand for us." Princess Michael of Kent, also known as Baroness Marie Christine von Reibnitz, married Queen Elizabeth's first cousin in 1978. In an interview with an American fashion magazine, she boldly proclaimed that she possesses more royal blood than any other person who married into the family since Prince Philip. She confidently stated, "It is just a genealogical thing, a fact of life." Princess Michael claims descent from both Catherine de' Medici, the wife of King Henry II of France, and his mistress, Diane de Poitiers. The late queen jokingly referred to her as a bit too grand for us. The princess has earned various nicknames throughout her life, including MC among her friends and Princess Pushy by Princess Anne. These nicknames reflect the mixed impression she has left due to the numerous stumbling blocks and controversies that have marked her royal journey. Princess Michael was born on her grandmother, Princess Hedwig von Windisch-Graetz's estate near Karlsbad in Bohemia, which was historically part of the Austrian Empire. Her parents were Baron Gunther von Reibnitz and his wife, Marianne. In 2014, it was revealed that her aristocratic father had been a member of the Nazi Party until he was expelled in 1944. He served in the SS for 11 years, from 1933 onwards. Historian Philip Hall discovered her father's Nazi affiliation at the Berlin Document Center, where evidence showed that he had joined the SS 3 years before Hitler became chancellor. References were also found indicating that Princess Michael's father had been recommended for an appointment by Hermann Göring, and it is believed he fought on the Polish front. Princess Michael claimed to have been unaware of her father's SS past and was reportedly devastated by the publicity it received. According to royal expert Phil Dampier, she developed an ulcer and lost weight, genuinely concerned about the shame it brought upon the royal family. In an interview, she expressed her devastation, stating, "It came as a really great blow to me because I always rather hero-worshipped him. What the public perception of me will be, I don't know. I wasn't alive when all this happened. So I hope they will judge me on my own performance, but my shoulders are broad and I shall carry it. But yes, it's a deep shame for me." Princess Michael was born on January 15, 1945, just months before the end of the Second World War. However, historian Daur Chandrika Kaul from Stanford University expressed skepticism about her claim of having no knowledge of her father's Nazi past. Daur Kaul stated, "She is on record as saying that, 'Here I am, discovering this very unpleasant story.' I find it hard to believe that Princess Michael, with a deep interest in European history, would be totally unaware of her father's role as a Nazi Party member." At a young age, Princess Michael, along with her elder brother and parents, had to flee to American-occupied Bavaria in 1945 as the Soviet Army approached. After her parents' divorce in 1946, she moved to Australia with her mother and brother. She attended a Catholic school in Sydney, while her mother established a beauty salon. According to biographer Anne Seba, the family faced financial difficulties during that time, and it was rumored that her mother had to sell a tiara to purchase the salon in the eastern suburbs of Australia. Princess Michael spent the next 15 years in Australia, which Phil Dampier described as quite humble beginnings for her. However, she always believed that Australia was too small for her ambitions. She later lived on her father's farm in Mozambique and eventually moved from Vienna to London in the 1970s to study the history of fine and decorative art at the V&A. From the beginning, she immersed herself in royal circles, which she felt was her birthright, as remarked by Anne Seba. After serving as an apprentice for London's top interior designers for 5 years, she established her own interior design business called Stapar Designs. Princess Michael's first marriage was to banker Thomas Trubridge, referred to as Poor Tom Trubridge by Private Eye magazine. They married in 1971 but had a tumultuous relationship, as witnesses reported a heated argument in the vestry of Chelsea Old Church during their wedding. They separated 2 years later and divorced in 1977, with the marriage being annulled by the Pope the following year. It is believed that Princess Michael met Prince Michael, the Queen's first cousin, not long after her first marriage, while staying at Barnwell Manor in Northamptonshire, which belonged to Troubridge's old school friend, Prince William of Gloucester. Describing their first meeting, Marie Christine told the Daily Mail, "I thought Prince Michael was the funniest man I had ever met. We just kept talking and laughing together." Prince Michael also recalled his encounter with the 6-feet-tall, blonde baroness, saying, "I was very struck by this tall Austrian lady. I was very impressed. I remember we had a long talk about the history of art, sitting in a hut eating sausages." Marie Christine's first marriage started falling apart when Troubridge was posted to Bahrain, and during this time, she grew closer to Prince Michael. She mentioned, "For a long time, we cried on each other's shoulders. I saw him for a year, simply as a friend. Now I'm glad we had that time because friendship is something you never lose." The couple faced numerous obstacles on their path to marriage, which Marie Christine described as a very long and a very, very tortuous one. According to the 1701 Act of Settlement, members of the royal family were prohibited from marrying Roman Catholics, and the Church of England did not allow the marriage of divorced individuals in church. To overcome these restrictions, Prince Michael and Marie Christine had a civil ceremony in Vienna in 1978. Later, with the permission of Pope John Paul II, they had a Roman Catholic ceremony in 1983 at Archbishop's House near Westminster Cathedral. Prince Michael, who was 15th in line for the throne at the time, renounced his succession right in accordance with the Act of Settlement 1701 in order to marry Marie Christine. However, he later regained his rights of succession due to the Succession to the Crown Act 2013, which removed the prohibition on Catholics and the preference for male heirs. Princess Margaret, the Queen's sister, was reportedly furious about a foreign-born divorcee being allowed to marry into the royal family, especially after she was dissuaded from marrying divorced RAF officer Peter Townsend in 1953. Rumors of infidelity have plagued Prince and Princess Michael, although they have mostly denied them. The couple spends a significant amount of time apart due to their different interests. They have faced speculation about relationships with other individuals, such as Texan oilman Ward Hunt, Elizabeth Taylor's sixth husband John Warner, and former Royal Ballet principal dancer Bryony Brind. However, none of these rumors have been confirmed. Prince and Princess Michael of Kent have 2 children together, Lord Frederick Windsor and Lady Gabriella Kingston. Princess Michael gained the nickname Princess Pushy, reportedly coined by Princess Anne. She believed it was her duty as a royal to carry out public work, even though she and Prince Michael were not entitled to public funds as non-working royals. She aimed to raise their public profile in the hope of eventually receiving public subsidies. The couple initially lived in an apartment in Kensington Palace, but later purchased Netherlipiot Manor in Gloucestershire after turning down Highgrove, which was deemed too small. They spent a significant amount of money on refurbishment and furnishings, filling the manor with inherited antiques. Princess Michael was known for her extensive wardrobe and desire to never disappoint people who came to see a princess. However, the royal family felt that she dressed too grandly even for state occasions. She was criticized for requesting the full machinery of royal engagements, including helicopters and police outriders. It was also noted that she wore her family jewelry more often than other royals, believing that she had a special face that people admired. Prince and Princess Michael continued to carry out numerous royal duties, which they fund themselves. They conduct approximately 200 public engagements per year, but have never received a royal allowance. This differs from Prince Michael's siblings, the Duke of Kent and Princess Alexandra, who receive public funding as they are closer to the line of succession. Prince and Princess Michael have maintained private business interests alongside their royal duties. Prince Michael has worked as a business consultant, providing advice to various industries such as construction, telecommunications, insurance, finance, and tourism. It has been suggested that his connections with Russia, due to his resemblance to his great-uncle Sir Nicholas EU, have been beneficial for his business ventures. In 2012, it was revealed that exiled oligarch Boris Berezovsky had been providing a stipend of around £320,000 to Prince Michael through offshore accounts. After Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the prince's connections came under scrutiny, and he returned an Order of Friendship Award and stepped down as patron of the Russo-British Chamber of Commerce. Princess Michael runs an interior design business and has pursued a writing career, publishing 3 non-fiction books and a novel trilogy. She has occasionally requested payment for personal appearances and has delivered lectures on historical subjects worldwide. She also humorously quipped, "I'd go anywhere for a hot meal," when she opened a branch of the Happy Eater roadside cafe chain on the A3. In 2002, the couple faced criticism when it was discovered that they were paying a significantly reduced rent of £69 per week for their spacious 5-bedroom apartment in Kensington Palace. The Queen had agreed to cover the remaining balance of the full rent as recognition for their royal and charitable work, which they undertook at their own expense. However, when they were asked to cover the entire cost themselves, they decided to sell their Gloucestershire manor house, Netherlipiot, for £5.75 million due to the high expenses associated with maintaining it. Princess Michael has been involved in several controversies. She made blunt remarks about other members of the royal family, including describing Princess Diana as bitter, nasty, and strange. She has also faced accusations of racism, such as allegedly telling a group of black diners in a New York restaurant to quiet down and suggesting they go back to the colonies. In 2017, she received criticism for wearing a black amour brooch to the Queen's Christmas lunch, which was seen as racially insensitive. Despite rumors of retirement, as of the latest information available, there has been no official announcement from Prince and Princess Michael regarding their plans to retire from public life. Dear friend, we try to publish the latest and hottest news. Please subscribe. Your support is very important to us.